The captain of the BULLEEN Boomers, last year's grand final runner-up, Desi Glaubitz. We're in your hometown right here, BULLEEN Templestowe. How is it to be here?
Wow, it's good I didn't have to get up as early as everyone else to come in for the launch today, so that was a nice break for me.
Very nice. Now, we've spoken to a few of the other representatives from the WNBL teams. A lot of them think that BULLEEN could be the team to beat. You tell us what's your insight.
Oh, well, look, I think we've got a really great team. We've recruited well and we've got a lot of depth, so I mean, there's a lot of time and a lot of things can happen between October and February, so we'll just be working at that week by week and trying to be as good and as ready as we can come finals time.
What are the changes that have been made to the team?
Well, we've recruited, I think, 4 new players to the team. So we've got Lizzie Cambridge has come in, Rachel Jarry we've got from the Institute, we've got Jenna O'Hay who's come back from playing overseas, and we managed to get Hannah Zavik come across from Bendigo as well. So some really great talent that's come into the lineup and gives us a lot of depth, and maybe a different style of game and some new looks and a different coaching staff as well. So it'll be, I think it'll be a different BULLEEN that people will see on the floor this year as opposed to previous years.
What happened? Did BULLEEN win the lottery in the off-season? Look at those players you got. Come on.
Hey, I'm not so sure about that. I don't know that that's what BULLEEN's known for exactly, but I guess we have a lot to offer in terms of the club and the people and coming to live in Melbourne, and also the coaching staff. And it's, you know, I guess a lot of players are smart enough to realise that it's not about the dollar, it's about the package and what the club can offer you in terms of development and long-term future. And I think certainly with Tom's experience and having, you know, Michelle Timms and Gary Fox in the coaching lineup, as well as, you know, I think a good group of girls to be a part of, I think that it makes BULLEEN a very attractive package.
Cheryl Chambers, a successful coach that you had last year, but as you said, a whole new coaching staff. What are the styles? How are they different?
Yeah, look, it was a tough thing for us to lose Cheryl last year after so long, and you know what a fantastic job she did for the club. But you know, certainly Cheryl should be really proud of the platform, you know, that we're going to go from this year, because she had a lot to do with that. And you know, Tom's come in and he's just, his knowledge of the game is unbelievable, and his attention to detail, and you know, he demands a lot and he gets a lot from the playing group. And you know, we all know the style of game that Michelle Timms played. You know, everything was at breakneck speed, and she's sort of trying to impart that onto us a bit and make sure, you know, training's as intense, you know, as it possibly can be, and that'll transfer well into the games for us. So I guess we won't know, and the public won't see it until we get on the floor either. We don't know exactly how that's going to transform into game time for us, but it'll be exciting and looking forward to seeing how it pans out.
But for a Katrina Hibbert 3 that rimmed out, if that had found the bottom of the net, you would have been champions last year. Is there any talk about last season, or it's all looking forward?
Yeah, look, I think Canberra would probably correct you and say that would have put the game into overtime, but you know, certainly, you know, what a fantastic career Frog's had, and you know, we miss her at Boomerland this year, but you know, we've got a good solid lineup this year, and yeah, no, I don't know. We can use, I guess, you know, you can only imagine what it feels like to lose a grand final by 3 points, and you know, that really hurt. And certainly the players that are still here from last year will, I guess, we want to go one better. We want to erase that memory and the pain of losing that final in such a tight game. So you know, that'll only drive us this year.
I was watching the AFL grand final the other day. Nick Revolt, the losing captain, spoke about bottling the feeling that they got after losing, using it to go forward.
I thought to myself, wasn't it?
Is that possible, or is that something that's said to just appease the raw emotion?
Yeah, look, no, I think that was spot on the money, and I think he found some pretty amazing words pretty soon after a devastating loss for the Saners, and I'm not sure how much I can talk about the Saners without being devastated myself, but you know, I think he hit the nail on the head, and you don't forget those kind of things, just like you don't forget, you know, what it feels like to win, and you want to strive to achieve that again. You certainly don't forget what it feels like to lose, and you know, you want to make sure that you dot the I's and cross the T's in your training. You want to make sure you do everything you can in your preparation. You don't want to ever look back and say, you know, we could have, we might have, we were almost good enough. You know, that doesn't cut it at the end of the day. So yeah, I think Nick was right, and I think the Boomers could take a leaf out of what he had to say, so we'll see what we can do.
Fingers crossed for a great 2009-10 season. Thank you for your time today. Go Boomers.
Go Boomers.